What's up, guys? It's me, Alaskan Racer, and this is going to be a different video than I usually post, and I'd like it if you were to stick to the end and watch it through, or if you really don't care for archery, I'll leave while I'm editing it, I'll put a timestamp of about where I'm going to be talking about some very important stuff that I think everyone should listen to. And besides that, I hope you enjoy the video and have a great day. Alrighty, let's go check out the shots. So, my bow has 4 pins on it. I was using the 3rd pin down, and I had done a couple practice shots before. And I kind of feel like my bow is a bit off. And my shots were off, but besides that, yeah, they're not exactly hitting where I want them to. So I think what I need to do, because I was aiming for this, I could barely see it, but I was aiming for it. I think I'm going to need to raise it up ever so slightly. So let's quickly pull these out. And head on back to our little station. So I am shooting 5 arrows. My bow is a bear archery bow. Its draw length is, it's 52 inches, and it's weighted for 45 pounds. So I remember where to go. So, like I said, this bow has, yeah, grass is wet. This bow has 4 pins. And if it'll focus, it has 4 pins. And if you look over here, you can adjust it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3rd pin and raise it up ever so slightly. So let's do that real quick. So, is it a shot? Yes, it's a shot. Let's adjust it slightly though. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple practice shots, just see where it ended up. That's mucho better. Let's take a couple more. Oh, so much better. Now, I would be doing this more often if, due to the virus and quarantine, YHEC Youth Hunter Education Challenge has unfortunately been canceled, and the skill of archery is a event, and I really like it. And it's sad due to this whole thing that we cannot participate in it, but I will at least participate and practice for it in spirit and physically practice for it, even if I will not be able to attend it this year and no one else will be able to. And what I think everyone should do is to just kind of try and stay strong and just keep up their activities and what they normally do from home, or if you live in a state like mine, which is Alaska, go out and have some fun, which is kind of what I'm doing, instead of sitting inside my house going batshit crazy. Fucking mosquitoes. Luckily I haven't slapped my arm with a bowstring yet. Fuck. I hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are evil. I know I'm going to be missing at this range because I haven't really done this range in a while, but let's just go kind of see our shot. Alrighty, so head back down range. I believe that target is, if I'm not mistaken, it's 20 yards or 25 yards. This is either 25, this one right here is either 25 or 30. Yeah, our shots are looking better, but might need to adjust it up just a little bit more. But I also need to work on my aim, that's for sure. So let's pull these out real quick. So, I'm using field tip on carbon arrows. I've never really had an issue with these arrows, except one of the inserts for these, unfortunately, broke. Even though one of the inserts, because in by broke, I mean it kind of pulled itself out, I still love these arrows. I don't really have a humongous issue with them. Fix that up a little bit. But yeah. And if you're ever thinking about getting into the sport of archery, or just wanted to try it out, or if you're a youngin', like, or parent looking to get their kid into archery, go to an archery shop. Let the people there help you. Don't go on Amazon or anything like that. Don't fucking, pardon my French, don't do it, okay? It's not gonna, this is something that requires the expertise, because they have to size the bow to your draw length, to how much weight you can pull, and the bow has to be to your size. And these arrows, so these arrows in the box, they have different arrow lengths, and depending on your draw length, you get a specific arrow length, because you can't have too short of an arrow in there, because it won't get caught by the arrow holder. And if you try to launch that sucker, you are going to have a bad day. My buddy had a shorter arrow, and he tried using my bow. The arrow came out, pointed right at his wrist. Right at his wrist, and he had it all the way back. He had it drawn, so if he had let that go, it would have been a bad day for him. So yes, if you're going to try and get into the sport of archery, go to the experts. They will gladly help you. Or if you want to get into the sport of hunting, go to a gun store and talk to people. Look online and see what people recommend for guns. I, myself, use the Savage long action 30-06 that I customized. I put a special stock on it and a special chassis. And because it's original the way it was originally, it was terrible. It hurt my shoulder, hurt my father's shoulder. It kicked like a mule. Now it's more manageable and it's lighter, so it's a lot nicer. But yeah, if you want to kind of get into sports like that, just do your research, see what other people recommend for whatever age, weight, height, flexibility, athleticism you have. Just kind of do your research and expect to spend a good amount of money. My bow was $400. This stuff isn't cheap, but it's well worth it. Now, let's adjust the sight again, and then try it out. We shall do 5 more shots at this length, and then, well, at this distance, I should say. Then we'll move to my shorter target, my closer target. And please note, I'm holding it a special way. You don't want to death grip a bow. You don't want to hold it like you would a sword. If you look, I'm knuckling it. See? I have my fingertips on it, and I'm forming a fist. Not fist like as in I'm holding a sword. Fist as in I'm digging my nails into it. And note that when doing archery, you may not think this has anything to do with it, but stance has a humongous thing to do with it. You kind of want to be spread shoulder width apart to help balance the weight, because you're going to be holding this out and also holding your arm out. And also note that this sport, it's taxing on the arms. It's tiring. You need to have good endurance with the arms. So, just note. That first one flew the best. God, I love archery. It's so much fucking fun. Now let's go see how these final shots were. I'm hoping they were better, but we will see. Alrighty, let's walk down range. Now note, if you're at a range with, say, 5 other people, okay? Range rules always dictate that before you ever try to step off the line and go and retrieve your shit, make sure it's clear. Call if it's all cold. And before you start shooting again, call if it's hot, meaning you're ready to begin again. It's basic range safety practice. Just like when you go to a gun range, you want to have safety. Safety, safety, safety. Safety is always number one. Safety is a big issue because you do not want somebody else getting possibly killed and or hurt. Now it's time to move to my smaller targets. So note that after you pull your arrows out of your target, sorry for the bad angling, you want to go ahead and twist the tips clockwise, as in to tighten them in the insert, because after shooting them, they would like to get a wee bit loose. So, please note that information, because it is very vital information. I guess I'll move forward. And now I'm in shot. Okay. Twist the tips. Make sure they are all good. They are all good. Now let's begin. Yeet! Yeet! Okay. Fucking mosquitoes. Alrighty. Now it's time for the close range target. Damn mosquitoes. Another key thing is, because if you look back when I was doing the long range, I didn't have the best accuracy. That's because I stopped doing follow through. Follow through means when I release it and the arrow gets shot, I need to continue to hold my bow up. I cannot move my head. Whoa! I must wait until I hear that thump of the arrow onto my target. Because if I move at all before that could possibly mean I'm moving while my arrow is still traveling out, throwing off my shot. Same thing goes for riflery. I myself shoot competition rifle, and that is a humongous thing in competition rifle. Follow through, follow through, follow through. I'm not the best at it. It's constantly preached to me. It's constantly preached to everybody else on the team. Because follow through it's important. Everybody is like super excited to see what they got, because if you're working hard to get perfect 10s, which means you're shooting something about big, like, I don't know, maybe the size of my pupil. That's a 10. That's the 10 areas. If you're trying to shoot into there, it's a challenge. It's difficult. It's not easy. And if you're excited and you're like, oh, I think I shot a 10, you're going to look up and see. Like, you're going to immediately pull your head up after pulling the trigger. And that can throw off your shot. So, follow through, follow through, follow through. Now, back to shooting arrows. Damn mosquitoes make it hard to do follow through. That was a shit. What you fucking day, mate? My fucking shirts are fucking terrible. Itchy. Check out the shots. See here. Ooh, yeah. That's not looking too pretty. Yeah, that's not looking good.
What are you doing, bud?
And we are back, folks. I was interrupted by my father, but we are back now, so. Fucking follow through. Alrighty. So I think this is gonna be my last. What the shit? My last few shots. Yeah, last 5. But yeah, this has been fun. I've actually been enjoying being outside, even though I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. It's nice to be outside. I kind of miss it. But yeah. Here. I got phone. Don't you dare tip. There we go. Another thing to be careful with carbon arrows when you're pulling them out. Pull them out at the base of the arrow when it's inside the target, because you don't want to pull it out here, because you can flex and bend it and then break it. And when these break, carbon fiber shatters, essentially. So, be careful when doing that. Damn mosquitoes. Good way I check my follow through. I'll close my eyes and I'll pull the shot. That'll also help me with my NPA, my natural point of aim. Because natural point of aim is a big deal. Because if say I'm twisting my hips to be on target. Say if this leg was here, my target is 45 degrees from my body. I mean, I'd have to twist my hips in order to aim at my target. That's not what you want, because your hips, once your body relaxes to take the shot, will naturally fall back into place. So, NPA is also a key thing alongside follow through. Let's go pull our arrows out and then let's have a chat. My flip flop keeps coming off. It's a beautiful day outside, so I'm happy I came out. My shots are looking better, but so thank you for watching, and now let's chat a bit. If you made it this far, at least. So with this whole situation that we're all going through together, I feel that we need distractions. This is kind of why I came outside and I did a bit of archery today. Because, you know, some people, besides the pandemic, have other things going on, such as they're dealing with abuse, or they're dealing with, say, in my case, Mother's Day, and around December is the hardest time of the month. Even around my birthday, it's extremely difficult due to the loss of my mother, which I'm not going to get into my life story about it now, but just, it wasn't easy on my childhood, and I feel that with this whole stuff, if you're feeling suicidal, call the suicide hotline. I'll leave a description down. I'll leave a link down in the description. But if you're feeling thoughts of self-harm or suicidal or anything like that, please call the National Suicide Helpline, or either that or 911, so they can get you the help they need. And as well, kind of, if you're dealing with abuse, or your living situation isn't the best, if you have good friends, talk to them. Or if you need to, you can talk to me at any time. My description is open. Or if you want, you can send me a message and I can private message you if you don't wish to get into it with others. But yeah, if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out. I was afraid to reach out for help, and I did, and my friends and family were there for me. Your friends and family may not be there for you, but I know that I, and possibly others, will, because every human being matters, and you matter. So, with that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment down below, leave a like, share with friends and family, spread the love, spread the kindness, spread the fun, and just, you know, kind of stick through it. We'll get through this together. That's what really matters. So, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, or I hope this makes your day even a little bit brighter. Thank you, and have a great day. This has been Alaskan Racer, signing off.